So have you wondered what makes a real estate a very unique investment? Alright, so I'm going to list the properties or the characteristics of real estate and why it is so important. For these characteristics, we'll be talking on the physical and the economic characteristics of real estate. Lands precisely. We're not talking of buildings, we're talking of lands. Lands precisely. And so we're going to look at the physical characteristics as the first one. So number one on my list is immobility. Now when we say something is immobile, what do we mean? Immobility means it does not move. So land, you see, land is very static. Land does not move. That is what makes it a real estate. It does not move. Even if you are angry, even if someone makes you tensed or something, you cannot say, because I'm angry, let me move. You are now moving out of the place, you now carry your land along. Just imagine how it's going to look like. But wait, I'm actually imagining a scenario where lands are actually moving. Like, just imagine it. Imagine you just, okay, let me pack out of this place. So maybe your landlord made you angry or something happened. Or you want to just move out of the country. So let me pack out, let me carry my properties. So let me carry my land along. Just try and imagine it. Imagine lands. Imagine lands are like our personal property, things I can carry. Just imagine how the world would look like if lands are movable. It would be so scattered. Come on. Like, think of it. You be seeing the underground, you see different things. You see a fire. What? Okay, I'm just joking. Small, like when we're small. There was a time I think someone was digging. They were digging ground. So I saw them digging ground. And I was like, just imagine people now dig ground. They dig. And as they keep digging, they will not see a fire. And they will not see fire burning. Alright, so that was my mindset, Sha. But thank God for growth. That was my mindset. Apart from that, there was even a time, I think I was opportune to be present when they were doing a borehole. So the borehole actually had issues. So they were bringing out pipes from the borehole. So my mind was, if they bring out this pipe, I will peep into that borehole. Let me see the water that I get this water from. That I get all this borehole water from and the rest. So when they brought out the pipes, I looked inside. I did not see anything. It's not as if I was even able to look in because it was dark. And the hole was so tiny. I had to carry a torch. Like, because I wanted to just see underground. Let me see that water. Let me see where the water is coming from. Before we usually see a fire, but now there's water. Let me see the water. Let me see the ocean. Let me see, because there's someone on top of water. Let me see it. It was that crazy, man. Alright, then, so number 2, indestructibility. Now, when we say a land is indestructible, it means it cannot be destroyed. It's not affected. Land lasts forever. Even if we leave the world today, nothing happens to the land except the creator does whatever he wants to do with it. You understand? And even if you have a land that actually has a building that a building was erected on, that building collapsed or got demolished or whatever happened to it, the land is not affected. Is it natural disaster? Is it tornado? Is it wire wind? Is it flood? Is it erosion? Is it, call them. In as much as sometimes the natural disaster happens, the lands will still be very useful. So lands are not affected. Now number 3, my third point, we have non-homogeneity. But because of the English, I'll just use uniqueness. Yes, number 3, uniqueness. So lands are actually very unique. Haven't you wondered why we actually step on the same land? Like if you go abroad, you will actually step on a land. In fact, it's land. If you in Nigeria, land. If you go to Senegal, land. UK, land. You will step on land. You don't fly in the air. You understand? You always step on land. Haven't you wondered why we actually have the same land in the country, even outside the country, and everywhere we have lands because we step on land, but still the content of those lands are actually different. For example, we usually say that apple, they can't grow apple in Nigeria because of the way the soil is. Even abroad, you cannot grow yam tubers because of the way their soil is. But guess what? We are stepping on the same land. So why are they actually different? Why is it that this soil produces this and doesn't produce this? Why this one produces this and doesn't produce it? And they are all lands. So that is to tell you that no two pieces of land are actually alike. It just happened. That is the way God created it and wanted it to be, to make it unique. You understand? And if you even notice it in Nigeria, because I'm from Nigeria, in each state we actually have something that is very unique to our states. For example, where you get limestone, crude oil, and all of that, gold. We have them in Nigeria in different states. Okbila, coal from Enugu, and all of that. Each land has something different to offer, and that is what real estate investors are looking for. They do not just buy lands in anyhow locations. They actually look at what that location has to offer. Do you understand what that land has to offer? Alright, and so we'll move to the economic characteristics of land. And so actually, lands, as they have physical characteristics, they also have economic characteristics, just like humans. Humans will have physical characteristics. We're talking about the physical aspect of us, which is your height, your complexion, your weight, and all of that. Yeah, those are your physical characteristics. Why economic characteristics? Well, we are talking about probably your net worth, your investment, and all of that. So lands also have economic characteristics. I actually have 5 down here, but I'll be explaining just 3 for us, so that the video will not be too long or lengthy. You get. And then, so number 1 is scarcity. Now we'll talk about scarcity. It's we're actually going to apply the principle of demand and supply here. That is to say that the supply of lands will never increase, but you see the demand for lands is always on the high side. People are always demanding for lands. You know, in the country and the world, we keep multiplying. There is always natality more than, okay, sometimes mortality, people die, but there's high rate of natality, births, people are giving birth and all of that. So families are multiplying, the world population is growing. So actually people want lands, you know, to build houses or for different purposes, you get. So the demand for land is on the high side, but you see the supply of land is actually very low, it's on the lower side, and that is because lands are scarce. And mind you, let me just tell you one secret. Let me tell you one very important secret. Lands in good locations are always on the higher side or on the high side. Like if you see lands probably close to the main road or close to an industry, or where there is a very high development, like a very nice development, just look at it. If you go around, look at your roads, like places where they have good infrastructure, not the villages, not inside. Look at places where they have good infrastructures and ask them the amount for each property there or the lands there. You will see that it's very high. They compare it to the properties inside. They compare it to the properties inside. You will see that inside the properties inside, they can even tell you you can get this land for as low as 900,000 naira. It's even too much safe. I think last year someone told me that in his village, there, I think, was it 500? Okay, like there was a land sold for, I think 300,000 or 200,000 or so, but a very small amount. Like I was like, in the way the country is, you see land for that amount. Wow, please, where is it? Tell me about the location. When he described it and I saw the land, I said no wonder. If you see the place, it's a village totally, and you know, villages like that, they are looking for they are looking for investors. They are looking for people, for clients to buy lands, because so they can earn money with it and probably developing can start from there. You understand? But mind you, most of the times, especially if the village is, if a real estate valuer looks at it and see that, okay, yeah, this property has a tendency of appreciating with time, it has a future, so those things are also very important. But that real estate market value, I will talk about it in our next video, because I'm talking about the careers in real estate, things you can actually do in real estate apart from just being an agent. There are a lot of careers there in real estate, so I'll be exposing those things to us on our next video. So if you call a real estate valuer and he says that, okay, yes, this property has a future, of course, probably you can, if you want to take the risk, you can put your money into it. Alright, and so number 2, economic importance, we have situs. Number 2, situs. Now this refers to the economic significance of a property's location, and situs take into account not just the geographical location but also the economic qualities of that property, of that land, that makes it very much desirable. Okay, and I said something before about the location of land. It is very, very important. That is what investors are after. But not just that. Now it's about the economic quality. What is the quality of that land? Is the land, if you want to go into agriculture, for example, is the soil productive? Okay, if it's something you can plant and to produce immediately, is it is the land, maybe you want to go into construction or building purposes, is it close to a good neighborhood? Is it close to the river? Is it close to the forest? You get, those are still the location that is important. Is it at a hilly top or a valley? So all those things are qualities of the land you need to know. If you want to go into like the agricultural part I said before, if you want to venture into the oil part, is it a land that is close to an oil state, like a state that has oil as their main mineral resources? So all those things, the qualities of the land, those things are what matters. Those are what investors are after, not just location. Because like I said before, the location may be in the village, a hidden area, but the qualities of the land, it may not be what the investors want. So in as much as Citus talks about the location, we are also making the qualities of the land, we are also emphasizing on the importance of the qualities of that land. And so because of time, I'm going to number 3. And number 3 says modification. Now, talking about modification, we're talking about the value of that property, the value of that land. And sometimes this can be affected by human-made changes. You understand? Okay, for example, now we're talking about value. Now we're talking about land that has value. The Dangote refinery in Lagos. If you notice it, the period where the refinery was not there were not much buildings. Because I can recall where the building was about starting, there was a lady that actually comes up to talk about real estate, talk about properties there and all of that. Okay, is this and that it will appreciate in value, buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. So at the end, I saw a video where she came up again and was like, oh wow, see what has gone on. That she was saying it, she was shouting, emphasizing, saying people should buy land and property in this place, in this part of the state. And now see, there's already an industry, a Dangote refinery and all of that. So now that there's an industry, you know what will happen? Investors will come. And even if you bought a land of maybe 8 million naira at that time, at that place, you own a land and you bought it then at 8 million naira, because of that industry, I tell you the truth, it will appreciate in value. Anybody who wants a place that is lucrative for them to do business, guy, like they want a lucrative area. So that refinery, if I had a property there for 8 million naira, I will increase it to 30 million or even more. You understand? Because people want to buy it. Who does not like good thing? Who does not like doing business close to an industry? Come on, do you know what it is? It is attracting international investors. International people coming there. Come on. So if you have business there, or maybe you have a residential house, or probably you build an hotel, do you know what you get from it? So that is what modification talks about. It talks about the value of the land. You get the value of that land. So these are the 3 economic characteristics of real estate, of real estate land precisely. I said some things about the physical and I stated the economic characteristics, and I said I had 5, but I'm listing out just 3. So this is what we are treating today. So I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you enjoyed this session. And so on our next video, I'll be talking about the careers in real estate. What are the career opportunities there? Is it just agents? Everybody's doing agent work. If you go anywhere, you see agents, you see I know it's paying, Sha. I know it's paying. But there are other things you can do. There are some persons that someone told me that should not go marketing. I don't know how that's possible. You get, because I believe that every single person you make sales, you are selling. Even me talking to you, the fact that I'm able to confuse you what I'm saying, I am selling my ideas to you. If you come to me and you are very beautiful with the makeup and everything, you've sold yourself that you're actually very beautiful. So someone told me that she doesn't do marketing, she doesn't like marketing, anti-marketing, she doesn't want it, that she does an office job and all of that. So well, I wouldn't say much. You get, so it's possible, but though I can't be sure. Like I said before, all of us do marketing. We are all sales people. We sell, even if they don't write to your head, you are selling, or you don't put a business or whatever, you are selling. Whatever you do that passes an information to someone, the person buys it, you are selling. And so I'm talking about the careers in real estate, things you can also do in real estate, not just agents, but you can also employ other careers in real estate. For example, photography, videography, and so much more.